So it's early Sunday morning and it's been 9 days now since we put the 12 Ixworth eggs into the incubator. I was going to wait until day 10 to candle them, but I'm busy tomorrow, so I thought I'd do it this morning in the dark. So I've just candled them using this. It's an egg candler. It's basically just a very bright light with a little seat on the top that the egg sits on. So I use this. Did it about 10 minutes ago, and these are the results. We've got a few of these. So you can see the embryo moving around in the egg. That little black dot in the middle there is the embryo. That is a healthy egg. You can see the blood vessels surrounding the embryo, and he's developing nicely. So this is day 9. So he is a viable developing embryo which should hopefully carry on to hatch. So happy with him. Okay, so here's another fertile one. Again, you can see the black dot, that's the embryo. And hopefully you can just see some blood vessels around the embryo. We'll just turn it over so you can see the air sac. So there's the air sac. The embryo will break into that when it's ready to hatch at the bottom. So again, there's the embryo. There's the blood vessels around the embryo. So again, happy with him. And we also got a few of these. This one, however, there's nothing at all. There's no dark spot. There's no embryo. There's no discernible development here at all. That's just the yolk that is floating around there. So for day 10, that's a non-starter, I'm afraid. There's nothing in there. That's not viable. And is not developing any further, so we're going to ditch that egg. Here's another one that isn't viable. This is an example of what's called a saddled air sac. You can see the air sac is high on one side, then it goes down, and then it goes back up again. Don't know if you can see that too well on the video, but that's as a result really of being mishandled or thrown around in the post, and even if there was an embryo developing in that, which there isn't, because of that saddled air sac, it wouldn't make it. You can see there's no discernible dark dot in there at all. There's no embryo developing. So again, that is a non-starter, and we're going to ditch that egg as well. So in terms of numbers, we got 4 of the first ones. 4 developing embryos, and 8 that weren't. So that's a disappointingly low fertility rate of about 33% at the moment, which, as I said, is disappointing. To have only 4 eggs developing at this stage out of 12 is not good. Why is that? I think there are a number of factors. At the moment, the fertility rate of the eggs, where they came from, these were posted eggs. They're not ours. May have been low. We're coming to the end of the summer. We're coming to the end of the season. Perhaps the cockerel is a little bit tired. Who knows? The day length does affect fertility, but it shouldn't affect it that much. Not down to 33%. I also think that the post has a huge impact on the fertility of eggs. Depending on how they're packed, you can expect probably a 50% fertility rate with posted eggs. That's the norm. So again, having a 33% fertility rate with these eggs is disappointing. I think it has something to do with the way they're packed as well. These were packed in polystyrene. I don't like the way they're packed in polystyrene. We use foam when we do ours, and our fertility rate for posted eggs is up at about 80% at the moment. So packaging is one thing, postal eggs is another thing, and I think a low fertility rate to start off could explain it. So again, I would say go back to what we said in the first video, which is that go to a local breeder if you can, see the chickens, pick the eggs up yourselves, and they won't get thrown around in the post, which is I'm afraid is inevitable. So what are we going to do now? We're going to take out the eggs that are not viable, 8 of them. I may leave a couple. There's a couple with maybe not discernibly clear embryos, but there's a couple with dark patches. I may leave them another couple of days just to make sure. But on day 9, you should start to see something. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, give them another couple of days. But I'm really not expecting them to develop. I'm only expecting the 4 to go for it. So yes, we'll carry on with the Ixworth 4. We'll leave those in the incubator until lockdown in 10 days, and we'll see what happens. Am I expecting all 4 of them to hatch? No. That would mean we will have a 100% hatch rate between now and the time they hatch, which is unheard of. These little guys have got a lot to go through. So I'm not expecting all of them to hatch at this stage, but we'll do our best. We'll keep them in the incubator. We'll lock them down in 10 days time, and I will do another video on lockdown. And fingers crossed, we'll see how many of the 4 make it. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching, and we'll update you in 10 days.